Hi everyone. Hello YouTube. Hello everybody. And so I wanted to make this video so a few weeks back, but weeks back after the holidays and all such. But I just got swamped with a lot of shit. But we are now. I have time. I'm using the special Vroid model because, well, you know the gist. The best way I can represent my IRL self at this point. So yeah. So basically, at the start of November, around election time, baby Elon, month prior, like October 16th or something, around, and he announced that he was basically gimping the block. He wasn't gimping the block feature. So if you were to block another account on X, called so you can still block them from interacting with any posts you got or even messaging you. But what re- what and this is the big issue here. Now, if you were to block someone on Twitter, they would act be able to see I'll be able to see your your posts if you're a public account. If you're a protected account, won't uh, it may not really sound be well. November 4th, he finally did it. Basically, gutted the block feature, and it may not really sound like a big deal now, especially now, normally, but but you've seen what I deal with all the time. You get get my situation, and ultimately, ultimately, it's gonna bite Elon in the ass because now, and I just read on a post on ironically on X on a personal account of mine, not my not my not the account you knew from X because I just deleted that shit. Elon is now. Sorry about that. I had a burp. Now, now I had to now. Yeah. Now, basically, I'm moving over to Blue Sky and good people, some familiar faces. Basically, one of them is one of them is an amateur is an indie author named Charlene Templeman, whom we might know on Twitch now as Aspen or Kenya. I had a match with her and with her, her before the holiday before start of December before Christmas. Yeah, you should go check her. So you should go check her out. He is very passionate about what he does, and yeah. But the fact that I delete Twitter. It's basically months and months over close to 4 plus years at this point of hard work, and I'm just in hard work. So many relationships at the snap of a finger, and it's been devastating for me. But what's been most devastating for me now that is that with Twitter, that Twitter is what's called a microblocking, and and that means it has a unique structure that basically is advantageous for me, because especially with especially with um uh, especially with my flagship product, girls, with on a platform like Twitter, you can simply type up you can install your piece onto a post and type in sumo in insert an OC or a VTuber or a franchise girl here, and simply click send. Of course, of course, have another. You of course you have a platform like Instagram, which has a similar platform, has a similar mechanism, but with Twitter, with how Twitter works, basically, especially if you're a VTuber or an artist with the flagship with an OC, and you get those mentions, that's how you know. Well, that's how you're able to see it. But now, but and that's what makes Twitter the most advantageous, most advantageous. But and I understand Blue Sky. It's basically a Twitter clone. It's basically the new Twitter. But Twitter's got that. Twitter's got that. You still got that big user base. I understand that Blue Sky has like a dozen or so million followers, but compare that to the billion or so accounts, right? But compare that to the billion or so and I understand Instagram, some Facebook or Instagram each have a billion. X has only a half of that, but that's still a sizable amount. That's still bigger, and yeah, and that's it's a problem. Even with a platform like Deviant and Tumblr too, yeah. But even with a place like DeviantArt, it's gonna be tough. It's tough. And that's where Twitter has the biggest advantage. Well, I'm still riding high on L2D models, all that. Everybody's still enjoying that. and I'm still gonna do, still fully committed to the Small Girls Project here. Basically, I'm gonna do this shit till the day I die. But but I'm also gonna want to do bigger, larger scale projects that aren't part of the Sumo Girls project. In right now, especially right now, I want to focus more on stuff like YouTube and TikTok and live streams on Twitch. Gearing up a lot of that, and but and that stuff I also want to focus. But now, before we continue, I read on it on I read on Culture Crave on X, a personal account of mine, not the old one, not old one, the old I've used up until November. That that Elon Musk's dumbass decision, especially with the block feature, has actually caused user growth to stagnate. Got him, bitch. So yeah, so yeah. Luckily, I escaped that shithole, and now as I've been doing stuff with more on Blues, that to all you've been keeping up, I'm actually returning to full time work on Blue Sky, and this I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say Discord right now because Discord, but Blue Sky, cool stuff. Yeah, to the usual stuff. So until March, I'm kicking things off with the B Day party on in my Discord server on March 24th, and and that's going to be my expected return date, and also a grand opening for my Blue Sky. I mean, I still have it. I'm still, but it's not. But again, it's not the same capacity yet. So by then, and I'll have a plan figured out. No, I've been wanting to do more on DeviantArt, and my buddy Tim Zink, Megatron 97. He home project called Powerhouse Wrestling and all that shit. Pixiv. I'm planning on doing Pixiv. Getting back to DeviantArt, Pixiv. Also planning on creating a Substack. I'm I'm right now a big fan of this of this of this thing of this thing called Obsolete Sony, which I created a Substack account, a personal Substack account, Obsolete Sony, which does basically does posts selling old Sony products from back in the day. I've been really doing a lot of that. I might create a Substack account, public brand Sonuca Substack account as well, and see how that Twitter's gone. Basically, a chain's been broken. A chain has been broken. Basically, I can basically get to. I can basically get to. Basically have a lot more variety now. And well, ultimately, right now, I just started a new semester in college earlier this month. So that's, but next time I get another break, you'll really see my plan unfold. Stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more. For more, wherever you get your news about me. Me. The shit's about to get real, and the shit's about to get real, and you're gonna see it all unfold. It's basically gonna be another renaissance. Basically, renaissance. I'm still doing really well, I'd say, but this is gonna. But simply put, no pun intended, going to be. Now, before I go, I got some other videos on the way. I actually created a Google note about other topics soon. So stay tuned for that. So stay tuned for those and the coming soon, sooner this year. At, at least. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this. Stay tuned wherever you get your news about me, whether it be anywhere, because yeah, shit's about to get real. This will, no pun intended, be a huge step for me. Have a good one, y'all. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye.